Hello, hello. Hi, Fine Abyssal, how are you today? Glad to see you again. Anyway, I believe this session will be the last one, actually. Last time we left a few stuff to do before we end the game. I wanted to complete the Nyctodromi part of the Tree of Wisdom. I wanted to get the other nectar aspect into my book, my journal I mean, and we wanted also to keep unlocking the last 6 rooms of the Joel. So, yeah, I believe that's what we'll be doing today. Let's get right to it. Haha. And today I am fully hydrated. I am just jumping out of the shower, so I'm in perfect condition to start doing some repetitive tasks. Caught me just as I was about to heat up lunch. We'll be back with you as soon as I can. Very good. Have a nice lunch. Haha. Anyway, I believe the first thing we'll do is keep unlocking new rooms. That seems like something I'd want to do. I don't know why we're so late in the day. I thought I ended last time a lot later. I mean, in the morning actually, but guess I was just wrong. Anyway, let's just whoops, catalog all of these guys, and then we can start working on the rooms. If I can click properly, which is not obvious. Yeah. This will do. We're gonna start next day anyway, because right now we don't have many sold parts to use. We did get with +++ last time, which does not really help, but is good nonetheless. Pretty cool achievement. And I'm pretty sure you can't go above +++. It's set so in the skill upgrade screen. Yeah, let's check I actually didn't lose anything. Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure nothing was lost here. And the skill I'll be leveling up will be Door and Wall, I believe. Right. So maybe I could start reading some lessons actually for it. Because it's gonna be Forge and Knock, which these lessons do not give. Actually, none of these give Forge or Knock. So many lessons are needed. It is level 1 currently, which means I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons. Yeah, 7 lessons. Let's start with Knock. I guess Edic's Liminal is fine. It is already leveled up, right? Yeah, it's right here. So this guy is gonna be red as soon as I find the right table, actually. I still haven't managed to remember the tables and their aspects. This one works. You get my new and shiny Shaft ++, and some glass blowing. And in that case, I guess the bad Shaft is gonna be enough. So let's not waste the good one, even though it's not much of a waste. So yeah, this one is good. That's gonna be 2 out of 7. Then let's look at, I guess we could go for more Knock if we have, yeah, maybe we could. This one was red already. This one has a curse. I do want to try to I did want to try to remove a curse, but I don't know if I will. It seems a bit excessive. I guess this one can go as well. Let's see, can we actually do that one? Because it would require the use of a knock skill that would go in there. And then, yeah, I guess I would need a better table for that. I guess we can just consider it's fine. And you get my wonderful Shapt Plus. That's gonna be 3 out of 7. Then let's see, this table takes all of these, so let's look at Heart. I guess I have so many Heart books. Could get Drums and Dances, Stitching and Binding, but those will not be Knock or... what was the other one? Forge. Same thing for this one. Yeah, so I guess those are not what I'm looking for. Let's see, what if Forge was available? Because Spices and Savors is good. I already have that one. I could even... actually, that might be the only one. Oh, maybe not, I guess. Many of these seem to be doable. Let's see, what is my best Forge skill? It's gonna be Deep Mandiac again. Hello, Billy Boy, how are you? We just started. Not yet, not yet. It's gonna be today, I think, but right now we still have 6 rooms to unlock, 1 skill to level up, and 1 journal to attune a bit more. Hey, welcome back, Fane Abyssal. Metal is gonna be my go-to, so we can get up to 10 quite easily. So let's not go over the 10, it seems a bit excessive. Yeah, this one is gonna be enough. I don't think I will need any more skills. So... oh, this is Forge, this is not... readable here. Just Fane is fine, sure. Forge. Is there really no Forge table? I guess we're gonna wait for the deciphering to continue. Let's look for a moon book, I guess, in that case. If I have a moon book I can read. Which this one is not. I mean, I can read it, but I don't want to. Then Lantern, I can't read any Lantern books, I believe. And Sky. Sky is not gonna give me the things I want. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a new table now. Very nice. In that case, Forge book goes here. And that's good enough, right? That's gonna be 2 more. So right now we're up to 5, and we're gonna need 2 more to go up to 7. Yeah, sure. We have a Tower Rises, a Rose book about preliminary meters, and written in VAC, so it might be readable because VAC gives Rose, right? Only 2 though. Let's see. 18 is a lot though, so I don't think it will be. From History to Eternity. And the last one is going to be letters to my successor about inks and revelations. Yeah, I know I can use scale and language, but even if I do, 18 is a lot. Because my best rows is gonna be 6. So yeah, let's see. 6 rows with the VAC is gonna be 8 rows. With my FET is gonna be 12. So yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, sure, I guess I will. Does this work? No, this doesn't. But I do need to read the Newman first, so Rose Newman is gonna have to be as soon as I tidy that one. That's annoying. Anyway. Rose Newman, actually, not very complicated. But Rose Newman is this one. Very cool. And Ramsund, right. Back again. And that's gonna be good enough, I think. Yeah, with the new lunar globe I can go up there. Yeah, 1 rose from it. So, we are reading The Locksmith's Dream, Trespasses, the 3rd volume of Teresa Galmier's examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans. In this volume, notoriously, Galmier's prose begins to disintegrate, and it is not clear which dreams are in fact her own. Here is the Newman. Now, if we go to this phonograph, we add the cool Newman. Well, actually, I would need another memory that would give Rose, because I can't use a tool in a phonograph. So we're gonna need to read, I guess, Sky Hogue. Sure, you can have my wonderful Wisp +++. Maybe the Horizon site? I mean, the Horizon site is good, but reading a book is easier. I don't have to feed the beast afterward. The woman in the sand-colored robe has told me, the stairways of the manses go ever up. Death is down. The mother of ants guards both directions with each of her heads, and so the passage must always be through a wound. I think the white door might be a wound. That's one reason the dead sometimes pass it. I think I have the other half of the secret now, and I hope my reader can put both halves together. Impulse and Edict's Liminal. You may go back to the knock shelf. And the second book was The Twin Serpent Tantra. Just before the outbreak of the Great War, Alexander Sparrow, almost certainly a pseudonym, publishes leaflets claiming the influence of snake princes on world affairs. The text called The Twin Serpent Tantra was his primary inspiration. The Tantra describes the great hooded princes, a dynasty of unclear origin, engaging in prayers, sacrifices, and poetry in honor of the key serpent, the crossroad twins, and the mirror queen. Nagi encircles, Nagi arises from wounds, Nagi spares those who are already harmed. The great hooded princes are described as having escaped from the history of their death to a history where they yet live. The text claims that there are now 108 of them, but in one of many instances of twinnedness, before they crossed from their desk chronicle, there were only 54. Surprised you have so many unused lessons at once. If Numa Brooms happens, you'll lose all your unused lessons. I'm aware of that, but right now I'm thinking about finishing the game, so even if I lost all the lessons I had, I wouldn't be bothered by it. But I should probably start using the ones I do care about. Let's use... No, the weather doesn't work. Yeah. I have no ways of getting that. Shaft is gonna work, right? So if we just go for a tiny refreshment, it's gonna be enough. Oh yeah, I remember. Numa Broom is the weather, but I believe the comment was about the season. The amalgam of the Red Rose, an account by Mistress Red Flower of the alchemical operations favored by the House of Lancaster, also identified with the Sunset Road. These operations ultimately led to their victory in the War of the Roads, but are described as now debased. The generals of the Hours of Lancaster and York are described as brother enemies, a term more usually associated with the dyadic, invariably twinned Edgelong. The author's conclusion is that in the absence of the operations of the Dawn Road, the operations of Sunset inevitably became unbalanced, debased, and ultimately enfeebled. The combination of the two is described tantalizingly as the Forge's true alloy. And we get 2 cool lessons and some foresight. And you may go back to your cozy shelf. Hello, Tube55. Yeah, losing the lessons isn't too big of a deal right now. Even if I did lose all of them. Am I forgetting something? No, I don't think I do. I think he means that the weather is quite useful in leveling things. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on this, right? Thank you, Gossip. And now, with that, I believe we're going to be good enough for listening actually to this with my fet. Oh, sorry. With my stories, and the last thing is going to be Vac, right? Yes, I can master this mystery. 18 is probably the highest mystery I've ever done. Yeah. Considering a non-committed skill during Numa breaks it down to level 1 and provides lessons that can be used to level any skill. Oh, that's pretty cool. But wouldn't you lose every single lesson at the end of Numa? That sounds a bit dangerous to do. There are up to 21. Well, 18 is already pretty high for me. And without an appropriate language, I would struggle to go up to 21. I guess with some ink it might not be too hard. I do have a way to get to 25 nectar right now, so yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about leveling up my stuff. Oh, it was too late anyway. Well, that's too bad, I guess. Let's read some stuff to get 2 levels today, I think. That's gonna be Forge or Knock. So Forge is gonna be Lantern, OMC, and Sky Avenue. Sky Avenue goes here. And I guess touching the knife is good enough. Right, it does give Forge, right? Yeah. And it is gonna be faster, so that's good. Yeah, if Numa comes, gather pairs and walk everywhere, I know. It is very useful to get the pairs, but I believe I might be over that right now. What I'm not over, though, is hiring some people. I guess we're gonna do this room today, since it's not too hard. So we are hiring Mr. Smith. With a half crown. And we shall read a Newman for him, which is gonna be the Forge 1 Edge Newman. Is this one, I believe. Take my Fet. Take my Hexos, and there it goes. I think we're good right now. Thank you, Shaft. New season, and it's not Numa. Very good. It would have been pretty annoying if it were. Anyway, you'll take my metal gladly. Now, touch. Touch is gonna be enough to get my door and wall up 1. Using, I guess, oops, I'm clicking everywhere but the place I should be. And you take that, and that's good. Is this a late game first playthrough, or have you beat it before? It is a late game first playthrough. I streamed the entire game on Twitch in the last few weeks. So, and I guess it's on YouTube if that's ever useful. But yeah, it's my first time playing the game. And I haven't been... I mean, I hadn't looked at the game before I played it. It was really a blind playthrough. Typewriter. How is your YouTube going? Well, not too far. I mean, I'm not expecting anything from it. But I like having an archive of what I've done. I do like to look at the streams sometimes. Yeah, that's as always. It's very useful in my endeavor to get better at English expression. Even though I hate hearing my own voice, which is not very unusual. But yeah, it's going as I want it to go. if you're ever going to get emotes or anything, how would you look like? I guess I don't know. I mean, I like my profile picture. I guess that would be something, but yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna stay faceless. I'm still figuring what I want to do. Yeah, so I guess your answer is gonna be I don't know. I'm doing this right. Yeah. And I guess we could do one more today. It's not gonna be too hard. If we read this thing again with Fast++. Oh, but I forgot the freaking language. We also want to read OMC. We want to read AV. And I guess we can read the third one instead of the Newman, since I forgot. So it's gonna be knock AOE. My health ++. You need some more forge going for you. That's good enough. I guess I'm giving up on this one. And who is our new visitor is the question. Oh, I guess the matter is over. And hello, MCO Constance Lee. Godney has risen swiftly in the Suppression Bureau to the exalted rank of Constable Oculate Minor. Don't get in her way. And she could have learned me Kilisimi, but she wasn't there. Yeah, the police, oh no. I don't know what your correction is on, Thane, but... unless you live in a specific small section of England called the Black Country, it is taught rather than learned. Your messages seem to be coming in the wrong order. Well, I don't know. What am I getting at? What do you want is the question. Hello, blacksmith. You may open the sealed cell. A sign outside this cell reads, "Warning, do not insert keys without first invoking adequate authorization. The key is in the staff room, but I shouldn't turn it without invoking powers to provide a reasonable facilism of authorization." But I'm sure the blacksmith is authorized. And the police can't do anything to the library, we have immunity. Wonderful. Librarian, I'm here on bureau business. I can identify my visitors' interests and satisfy them with an appropriate book. What does she want? Moon or sky, so can I give her a new moon actually? No, not this one actually, but this one. Yeah, sure, I guess you can have this one. I'm sure it's not a dangerous book. A tower rises. The phonograph is packaged in glossy cards. The bright pink of a dog rose, with the words "A tower rises" in 9 languages on both sides. There is no other identifying information at all. A recording of uncertain origin, inexplicably compelling poetry recorded by a speaker with a high, sweet voice that scales up beyond human hearing, in the language called Vak, which probably isn't spoken by more than a few dozen living scholars. The poem speaks of the wheel that turns, the coil that turns, the tide that returns, egg that returns. It speaks of a cloven sky, an opened heart, a dream of glittering eyes, speaks, lastly, of its own conclusion, when it might be spoken in dreams before the deep door, by a messenger of histories. Thank you, confounding parable, and 3 lessons about preliminal meter. Egg mentioned, woo! Fun fact, the blacksmith can be very easily get to the highest knock aspect in the game. I guess using some metal is the best way to get knock in that case. I haven't had a need for that yet. Probably won't. But good to know. Alright, we get all of our memories. And this is gonna be the 3rd level up. Where is my guy? Here. With some shaft. You've already unlocked the rooms that need 15 knock. Yeah, I believe I have, yeah. It wasn't that hard to get high in knock. I mean, with the right Newman and I guess a good drink, it's quite easy to go high in any aspect. I guess this is a 15 knock room. But I guess I would rather go for Forge in that case. He is very good at getting up in Forge as well. So, I believe we have all of the things we need to keep leveling up. So, maybe 1 more level is doable today. If we get 4 more memories, let's see, do we have some already that are not lessons? No. So, let's start with Forge, I guess. We read the Edge Newman first. Let's not use the shaft. We also want, I guess touch is easier to get than anything else. It does take literally any aspect, any salt part, I mean. Then, to get back to Forge, it's still Lantern OMC and Sky Avenue, I believe. Yeah. And that's gonna be 4, I guess. Good enough. We're moving very fast. Thank you, money. Oh, and hello, Cell of Adepts. 77 days in the Kokoro pit was considered enough to soften the passions of the most unrepentant adepts. After that, they were usually charged and tried in a closed court, very occasionally released, sometimes taken upstairs for one of the Cotter's experimental interviews. And we have Julian Cosley. Alice licet tibi non licet. A winter typewriter. I believe I had no winter tool before, so that's very useful. You might have been in this room in CS. That sounds pretty bad. This room or this room? Because this one sounds like the worst deal. Here it goes. Very nice, already at level 5. For JC killed his ass like 3 times. Yeah, that is occult prison BDSM room, I guess. And that's where the fire came from, I believe, from what the game told me last time. It was the place where people repented. The condignator. Sounds very safe. Yeah, I got an achievement that just said something along the lines of now you know where the fire came from. For unlocking this room. Because I guess that's where the fire came from. Always wondered how that snow ampoule stayed intact. I mean, we literally open an abandoned library and find a pantry full of pears and sardines, pumpkins. I mean, I'm more worried about the pumpkins than anything else. They should have decayed long ago. Maybe we just restocked. Well, I guess in that case we also restocked the wolf snow ampoule in the alcove. Yeah. I believe thinking about it too much is not useful. Alright. Just like last day, we're gonna do one room and a few more levels. But the lore, what could it mean? Who knows, who knows. Let's hire the woman. Let's sing to her door. And sing about florins, I guess. A day's work is a night's dreaming. Then we will need the Numen of the Sun disfigured. Frost is not useful. Poor Phosphophyllite not being useful. And let's look at those memories, I guess. Let's look at the knife again. This very useful knife. Where did you get that scroll? I really don't think I can remember that, Fane. Maybe around here, probably. Like maybe in this cache, maybe in this bed. One or the other. It might have been by you reading the inscribed tome within the bed or something to this thing, but, well, something similar to that. It was a pretty obscure thing. So, Forge. Sky Avenue. I believe there was also Lantern OMC. But as well as those two, we're gonna need Winter LER. I'm really happy it doesn't need a specific aspect to be read when it already has been read. It would be very tedious. Actually, do I have any more Forge going? No, I don't. In that case, we're going straight to Knock for, let me highlight it on my screen, Knock Area of Effect. Let's not use something I could be using to level up. You never know. How many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that's enough, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. Hello, Gale. Completely unrelated to the Baldur's Gate character. Air plus. Thank you, knife, my beloved. You deserve a tool, I guess. Is the knife good? Yeah, the knife is good. All those memories go right into door in wall. I give it my wonderful shaft. Touch, pattern, foresight, regret, threshold, and edicts, I guess. Out of 10, what do you give Book of Hours so far? That's a really hard question for me, actually, because I haven't played any similar games before, and I mean, I haven't played that many games, period, in my life, so it is quite hard for me to rate a game. It's much easier for me to rate a film or a show since I've seen so many before, but I mean, I guess I would give it like, I don't know, 8.5 or maybe 9, but I mean, I would need to play many more games to be able to rate a game properly, is what I'm getting at. You get the Newman, right? Yeah. And even then, I don't know if rating games is really that useful. I mean, I guess I can give it I like it out of 10, and it's gonna be enough. I like it. The pacing is nice. I don't feel like the game is lasting for too long. I think I'm ready to end the game, and that the game is presenting an end to me. So yeah, I believe that's gonna be my extensive review. Sky Avenue. I don't think this one is going to be useful, is it? Let's look at the Edge book instead. Where is it? Where is it? Hexos. You can take my Fet. No, you can take my Faust, I guess. I'm purposely avoiding using metal or shaft so that I don't use them all up and look stupid later on. That's gonna be 2. You are gonna be 3. Four. 5. I guess you can get my metal. And my knife shall give me 6. Let's dream about the knife then. What would you give out of 10 to the game? That might be a more interesting question since you played it so much. It's not enough, right, is it? I believe there was some drinks available here, but that only gives 1, and I'm pretty sure that the amount needed is gonna be 14, yeah. So, what can I give you? 9? Alright, fair enough. Here you go, midwife. Get drunk and become more efficient at being lustful. Thank you, midwife. And you go to the mazed cell. A leathery burgundy mesentery has spread out of and around the doorway of this cell. Chitin? Fungus? It crumbles beneath my hands, emitting choking fumes. It will be impossible to enter the cell without clearing it. Clear the fungus, Mrs. Lady. Kelly. Mrs. Kelly rather than Mrs. Lady. It's pronounced kite in. Is that so? Yeah. I believe you, but in French it is pronounced precisely chitin, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong actually. No, it would be pronounced this way. Well, I'm sure someone knows better, but I certainly don't. Chitin, yeah, I assumed it was chitin, not kite in, but yeah. Yeah, I guess calling something shitin would be strange for an English speaker. I mean, that's a skill issue if you ask me. They shouldn't be ashamed of their own language. hell? Question mark? This was the last prisoner to be admitted to the jail, but only the date has been recorded. No record of its origin, crime, or arrest remains. Cullis was a man of many secrets. Sometimes, however, he was also a generous man, and he insisted it to be provided with a bed and with writing materials, should it ever feel the need for them. Yeah, I know it's jail, but I pronounce it Joel. Because I did learn last time that it was from the French word which is pronounced Joel. We have a chrysalis. Something might emerge if it could only be assured of a hospitable history. Until that time, its dreams might be audible to one who presses an ear against its trembling, sky-scented warmth. I'm assuming there is a secret here. Maybe this is the secret. I believe. There isn't? Too bad. It looked like there would be one. There are so many butterfly-related skills in the game, it seems. I mean, I say so many, but I guess 2 is many already. Anyway, nothing much to be had here. And the next stream is gonna be a pretty hard one as well. Well, let's pass through the day, and I will take a small toilet break. I'm back, and yes, I did complete the stairs for the West card. That's why I have a West+++. The stairs are fully done, with the cat and the dog at the top. So yeah, it was West. What about the heavy-based candle? Did you consider that? The heavy-based candle. I don't know what you mean. I don't remember seeing any based or unbased candles. From a bedroom in one of the early towers. I'm looking. With the moth desk. So, this one? Well, sure, I guess. Not a huge cost. clear and gentle light. The candle is much heavier than it should be. Something has been sealed into the wax. Ooh. Some Gervinite, okay. I already had some before, I believe. It's gonna go right here. Cool secrets, yeah, thank you. No wonder it was so heavy. I think it was bigger than the candle itself. Anyway, let's... today we hire this guy. No, this guy. Using, I guess, metal. And we get this back. What was the secret? There is a candle, a weighed candle right here, and it gave me, when I burnt it using consider, it gave me some Gervinite. This thing. Sorry about the water noises, if you can hear them. It does seem like I live next to a waterfall. Yes, I am currently profusely pissing everywhere. That's precisely what this noise is. I just can't help it. Forge is gonna be edge. Am I pissing? I hate going to the pool so much. I don't hate many things, but going to the swimming pool is something I do hate. I'm not interested, but I guess I may as well. Let's get Denzel to high levels. You deserve the best, Mr. Blacksmith. I'm aware of most French jokes. I mean, jokes about French, I mean. Guess maybe not all of them, but yeah. The F1, F4 keys can now be used to raise or shrink the pockets at the bottom. Wow, such technology. Don't think I'm ever gonna be using that, but yeah, that's cool. You shall get my metal, and that gets you up to 12, I believe, with the Newman, so I guess we'll need you to get 2 more. 3 more, if I can count properly. Do I have any drink that can give you this amount? That's 1. 1 is not enough. I guess the most simple way out of this would be to give what's it called again? Yeah, this thing, the Orichalcum. I think I will. And I think I will actually make another one as well for the next room. Let's give it some scale. Where's my metal? I guess I don't have any more. I guess this one doesn't work. I now forgot how to get the Orichalcum. Well, too bad. I guess next time I'm gonna have to find another way. Have you unlocked all the rooms? No, I have 4 more to do before we end the game. We're getting close though. Where was I actually? Where is my Orichalcum again? Here. Alright, and that's good enough. Right, yet we still do need to get door and wall up, so that's gonna be, yeesh, 7 more memories. So I believe that's gonna be 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And let's look at knock again for Moon IOFC. And that's 7. Thank you, blacksmith. Let's go downstairs into the incandescent hollow. Sullen heat still rolls below. Its originator must be long gone, but it must be quelled before I can descend safely. Fane says he has unlocked all rooms and read all books currently, and he shall not try and consider things. Considering every object sounds like a very long endeavor for no good payoff. Oh, you shall now try and consider things. Well, good for you, I guess. Not afraid of trying stuff? Yeah, I mean, me neither, but you only have 1 consider stuff and consider slots, so it would feel a bit tedious. Like the inscribed tablets. I mean, I can do that for you if you want to. Successive librarians all failed to decipher these tablets. It might as easily be a household inventory or an invocation to a god. Natalia Brulot established a tradition that it always remains in the librarian's quarters to inspire her and her successors with humility and to illustrate the limits of knowledge. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say anything. What are you doing in my inventory, Sky OMC? Hum hum hum. Once you unlock all rooms, what are you doing next? Right now, I'm also doing that, so that's going to be done. Then I want to get the other nectar aspect onto the serpent skin journal, and then we invoke Numa with an ink, if necessary, is what I'm thinking right now. Pattern Foresight, Secret Regrets, Merciless Alteration, Secret Threshold, and Touch. Lesson in Preliminal Meter, and my Shapt++. At last I approach mastery. And I restored the deepest chambers of the Kukurbit prison. Darkness at noon. Spooky. And there is the oubliette. Some more French culture for you. Here, in a vessel shaped by fire and fate, George Collis can find a flame in human flesh. A blazing shadow of a blazing future. A name of greed and time. Green called it the sun's bastard grandchild. Van Loren warned of the second dawn's first spark, but Colors spoke of it reverently as the leashed flames through air. And we have the oubliette containment. Yeah. Fire, iron, dusk, air, all wrenched into a configuration designed to confine something very dangerous. That something is long gone, but the configuration still has its uses. Cool. And this takes gems. That's unusual enough to consider it. Fist the chamber of the furious. Do you mean this? Alright. Align the surfaces of fire and air to unveil a treasure of the house. I think Billy Boy was the one who told me where the red squirrel was, so he would have the answer probably. Anyway, cool. We just fisted the chambers. And hello, door and wall. Nyctodromy takes door and wall. There is a prophecy of a shining city that mortals might build. There is a paradox that a city unbuilt can always be greater than one that exists. The knight's arts teaches resolution that the gate to that city must be fashioned from black sapphire and raised in dreams. Hello, Shaft. And last but not least, insects and nectar go to the moth spawn, the bright-winged, dark-winged PetiteFleur'sVods kind call themselves the moth spawn. They are gone now, like all the carapace kinds, but we can still use the arts of the nest to follow the old roads of the night, the legacy of the carapace cross, Nyctodromy. Mastery, Nyctodromy. I mastered the wisdom and the ways and byways of the transmundane. Cool, cool, cool. Now, can I get my shaft up? That's a no. Can I get my fat up? That's a no as well. What is this emote? Oh, it's a clap emote. I know. I'm so skilled. Well, a few things left to do. First, let's unlock those 3 rooms. That's gonna be the blacksmith, the Timothy friend, and someone else, I guess. And hello, Sun's design, about the Watchman's paradoxes, written in crack, as every good text. Stop moaning, please. Anyway. Let's actually go for an actual table. Except I don't have my stuff going, so let's wait for tomorrow. Here you go. Here you go. Please accept your daily dosage of crack. Otherwise, we're looking for any lantern stuff, like Deep Mandiac, or perhaps, is it the best one? Yeah, it is. But we can use Sacra Solis Invicti. We can then use our Fost and this, not this. Do I have a lantern tool actually? I wonder if I do. I mean, I know I have the lens. I guess I can use the lens. I never end up using it. Oh, I have one, yeah. The mirror scope, thank you. It is right there, right. You have at least 3. Well, I forgot all of them. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, are we in daytime right now? Yes. So first we hire our friend the Smoky Man. And I think I'm gonna hire someone special as well. Sunburst lamp in the Motley Tower. I guess this is not a tool, is it? This thing. No, right. But you mean the Motley Tower. What is the Motley Tower again? This is the Motley Tower. And you say I have the Sunburst lamp. Yeah, but it's not a tool. It's a comfort light. Doesn't work in a workbench. But anyway, I don't. Yeah. The bong works. This one? Oh yeah, the bong does work. The snoodle jar, you mean, not the bong. Let's stay civilized here. Let's read the Forge Numa as well. Forge is gonna be Edge Newman. Oh, I know why there is so much water noise today. I had the great idea of washing my clothes today, so the washing machine is pumping water into the system. That's what it is. So, well, I guess next time I won't be starting up a cycle right before I start streaming. Does anyone remember how the streamer got the Watchman's Paradox book from the Oubliette containment? I do. I had to fist the Oubliette. Fisting the Oubliette works. And I swear no context is needed. With what else? You just need to fist it. Fisting is enough. I mean, you need a soul as well, because you always do need a soul to unveil a treasure. Oh, I thought that was a tool, I forgot. Some workstation will accept the lamp for crafting since it's a comfort and it won't disappear. Is that so? I didn't think of that, but I guess that could really be useful, indeed. I'm looking for the typewriter anyway. This guy. Right. Yeah, no worries, it's okay. But to read books I do need to use a table that doesn't accept comforts. Musician gives Rose. Rose is good. I think we're gonna hire it for Rose. So I'll be reading the Rose Newman as well. Which is this one? Right. Let's not use our fet. And the language is going to be Ramsund. Thank you. Is there something you can do with all things that can evolve the soul? I mean, I could probably do some things, like, I could probably evolve my Faust, my Fet, maybe I could do my Core at some point. I guess Core might be something I'd want to do. I still don't have the Core++. I could also do Shaft, but aside from Core, there's nothing I could do to get higher than ++. Or 2++. So, yeah, I guess Core is good. Let's look at it for a while. I do like the idea of having every single thing at least ++. I'm pretty sure I had at least 1 or 2 things left. Yeah, this one is left for Core, and so is this one, so let's see. We first have Birdsong, and then we have Preservation. Let's look at those two. I know there was a Preservation workbench here. Oh, this is Illumination Preservation. I know we have some instruments that gave what I wanted. Birdsong, that is. That's a no. Did we have stuff down here? A lot of Hushery, a lot of Bosk, Nyctodromy, Preservation? No. Bosk again, and you are Horomatistry as well as Nyctodromy. This is Scolicosophy. We won't click on it. Ethistry, Bosk. Sorry, I mean get books from the evolving stations, like the book from the Oubliette Containment. I don't know, but I don't think I need much more. No, I haven't written my history left, and I did read the new Newman. I do want to... well, I guess I don't really want to level up my Core, it's not that important. I really can't be bothered. Do you know to how did you know to give this to the oubliettes? Basically, Billy Boy told me. He told me I needed to fist the oubliettes, so I fisted the oubliettes, and there it was. I'm not against a little bit of backseat sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't have found it otherwise, and what am I looking for? Yes, you can have a... No, we can't have this actually. I guess I can give him some wires. Where did I put the wires again? Why do I keep forgetting where the wires are? Wires... Come on, I know they're somewhere. That's right there. That's quite frustrating. There you go. How did he know? I have no idea. I know he played the game before, so... And there it is. The sun's design. A scorched slab of black corundum, minutely scratched on every side with intricate ideoglyphs. The city of Emesa, beneath the church of the Holy Belt, in a sarcophagus of black corundum, Elagabalus lies, accursed of Janus, neither long nor mortal, neither man nor woman, neither a liar nor a speaker of truth, neither real nor imagined. On his light suffused skin is made manifest the sun in splendor's grand design. Elagabalus is the source of one half of this text. The source of the other half is obscure, but its power is evident. It is impossible to be certain if the sun really planned for us to enter eternity. It is impossible to be sure if the Grail, the Vagabond, and the Forge stole this birthright from us, or saved us from it, but there is a great secret there. And we get the Newman about the paths of the sun. Very cool. And I could use that one actually. Right? Yeah. But I'm set on the other one, so... Yeah, cool. Oh, cheap viewers, wonderful. It's always hinted in the game by books, just a matter of reading the right book. Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Still, I think it might be a bit... I mean, maybe not too obscure, but... I guess it's nice to be told it. The wiki is a bit of cheating, isn't it? I wouldn't be looking at it for anything other than lore. But I guess I do take backseat, so it's pretty much the same thing. I don't know. I don't have to justify myself as to how I enjoy the game. +200 books in the game, wow. So much writing to do. The devs must be very passionate about it. I mean, these games reek of passion, so that's really cool. I hope the DLC does well. What was I going for though? I believe I was just hiring this guy. And giving him, at last, something Forge related. Like this. This is good enough. I hope I'll have enough time for the other guy as well. Hello, that old lost music. will be useful. Yeah, it's a lot easier when I have a riddle to go with. It's a little treasure hunt. This one was really easy though. I don't have many skills that talk about fisting things. The impermeable cell. A sign outside this cell reads warning, not to be spoken with, nor looked upon. The protections that still hang in the air lend force to the injunction. I will hire the musician. Is a shilling enough? No. A florin is, though. Again with this fake money. Old lost music. I believe this is the room we're going for. So it's 14, not 15. Probably will be doable. Fat++, come to me. And with the globe, it's gonna be enough. That's very good. And take my wonderful globe. Yeah. That's 14. Anyway, we just unlocked the cell, worm inhabited. The occupant of this cell could not be allowed fresh air and exercise. It could not have reasonably expected to leave this cell ever again, even while it wore human shape, but it could not be confined forever. In the end, somehow, it found its way into the walls. Cool. Some witchworms, some cerebral ink, a midnight mark. Sounds like a very pleasant cell to be in. And you go to the sagging dock. The storms have had their ways with this since the prison was abandoned. It won't last much longer. Won't matter too much at this point in the game, but have you thought of messing around with corrupted elements of soul? Yeah, I guess that might be something I want to do. But maybe next playthrough, if I ever do a next playthrough. As you say, I'm currently ending the game, so I've seen a lot of the game already. I don't think I need more depths right now. But that's a cool... oops, sorry if you heard that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea for next playthrough, to work on that. I didn't think it would be useful, but I guess it is. I mean, it makes sense that it is. Here, the supplies came in, from every continent that the seas touch, from the bounds and beyond. Now and then, prisoners would try to escape, but the sea is always hungry. And I can discard or release stuff. We have a record box and some luggage, which I won't be opening. I don't want to. If you end, when will you start another game? I have no idea. When the itch comes back is my best answer. And it will probably be in quite a while, to be honest, because when the itch comes back I will probably play CS instead. And then that will probably scratch the itch for quite a while, and I will then come back to probably whatever new game they get out, if they get out a new game, or come back to this, I don't know. So I don't even know if I will start another game. But if I do, it's gonna be in a very long time. I do want to stream various games rather than the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I know the DLC comes very soon, but right now I'm just finishing. I don't want to... Yeah. Oh, another game, not run. Yeah, then that's a easier question to answer. I won't be streaming tomorrow, that's for sure, because I have to spend the day cooking. But September will be still vacation time for me. I start school in October, and even when I'm at school I can still find quite a bit of time to stream. So I'll probably stream either on Saturday or in next Monday. I don't think I'll stream on Sunday though. So your answer is going to be, next game is going to be either on Saturday or on Monday. And I think I might start streaming several games at once rather than only one. This one was appropriate for this reason because I wouldn't want to forget everything I'm doing every single session. But yeah, several games at once will be probably more fun for me. Or maybe it won't and I will go back to streaming only one. I really don't know. What other games than CS would you like? I mean, I've talked about that quite a bit. I have different ideas. As I said, my brother really wants me to play Ghost of Tsushima, so I might be doing a bit of that. But I'm usually not a very big fan of open world RPGs, so this one might not last very long. Otherwise, when the Factorio DLC comes out, I will be playing Factorio, that's for sure. Almost for sure. I want to do a bossless factory. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe some Battle Brothers or maybe some Bellatrix, that could be fun, I don't know. Yeah, many games to play. Maybe Civ 7 if it's any good, but I don't know. There are other games also made by AK. What is AK again? Because if it's the people who made this game, I think this one has scratched the itch quite well. Alexia Kennedy, is that the dev? I think before I come back to any game similar to this one, I'm gonna need to take a break. Alexis, well. But nothing is sure as always. What could I give you? I need you to get up to 13. So first I should read the Nectar Newman. You can get my metal, and the language is crack. My beloved. And I need 3 more, which will come, I guess, from a drink. I'm really sorry about the water noises. That's really not much I can do. It should be over soon-ish. I guess the rector can get drinking some of this, and I will find him some food. Or a lantern, I don't know. Do I spy? I don't think it's super similar. Well, I'll look at it then. I'm gonna do that probably today or tomorrow. I still haven't decided on what I'm doing next. I guess he can get the cool honey from Newman. Did you find the poetry, by the way? Yes, but I haven't gone around to read it yet. I will, for sure. Yeah, so... I did not forget. Here is the Newman. And that's gonna be the last room, I believe. The trapped cell. A sign outside this cell reads, "Warning, do not enter while safety measures are armed." Then go for it, Mr. Richter. I'm sure you won't have any issue. I also want to get my thing upgraded. Last time I did get a second Maracat ink. So I will be going for that in here, I believe. Although I will need a Newman though, so Grail Newman, come to me. Time to write a history, yeah. Very soon, very soon. First, I do want to upgrade my journal because it feels like something I should be doing. Alright. Now, take this. Take this. My skill is going to be... first, let's put that in. And the skill is going to be this one. With Arab. So, I believe this one is the one that gives more nectar, right? Is that it? The red grail gives life. The grail takes life. The grail is not sated. The grail who disdains contradiction is the oldest hour that persists. Any that seem older are subsumed. Add grail and nectar to your journal. Alright. Thank you very much. And to write that history then, we will be using our health, our cool ink, and a Newman about nectar, which is gonna be the Sky Newman. Or does the Nectar Newman give nectar? No. Well, that's just a weakness, that's another one entirely. But anyway, Sky it is. I don't want to see if this one gives it. It would be appropriate. Wouldn't actually change anything, but I like the idea of using the Nectar Newman. Right, we have 2 nectar now. The history will be written tomorrow. Alright. Yeah, this one does not give what I want. Too bad. Anyway, it's Sky Newman then. And this room is the cell of the Long. The few Long at Brancrug were kept in cells triple buttressed with silver and steel and sanctioned spells. The Bureau knew their weakness, but never relied upon them. The cell last housed 2 immortals, an edgelong dyad. This would have required not only ferocious and eternal vigilance, but also frequent replacement of shattered furniture. And we got some training swords, I guess. A cool bunk bed. And that's about it. Very cool. Ah, I just realized something. We might run into a slight issue here in a second, says Toop. An issue, you say? Is it about waiting for Numa? Nectar table is over there. And now, with the insects and nectar, the Numen, the ink, the journal, and the soul, kapow. Ah, I stop here. I should wait for a Numen, is that it? Oh, whoopsie. Thank you. Luckily you're there. Phew. Glad I wasn't too gung-ho. Yeah, very close. No, I would have checked, I believe. I wouldn't have ended the game without checking and double checking. Anyway, I believe then... Who was it again? It was a woven language, so I'm guessing this one? Yeah, that one. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, weaving the world, right. So, question, should I wait for Numen or not, is my question. Or does writing a history need to be done at Numen or not? You don't have to? Alright, then I won't. Okay, so writing doesn't need it, but winning does. I believe that's what you're getting at. So, we want our health, we want our insects and nectar, and we want to be using the cool ink and my diary. So I guess this is the standard victory. But this is the cooler victory. The pattern remains. The gods from stone have left their traces in every corridor of the Mensis. So this is the right one. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna wait for confirmation on that one. I really don't want to mess that one up. So this is the right one. The gods from stone will be reborn. It is very cool, very cool. Alright. I'm nervous. It is written. I am the librarian of Hush House, and this journal will be my perpetual map. The cartographer's dearest wish, when they came to the house, was to chart a new history, in which their impossible map would be possible. I'm just reading it again. Cool. So then I guess I need to put it back in here. Or do you mean I need to go to Numen? Someone said something about invoking Numen. How does one do that? How does one do that? Yeah. You wait? I thought someone said something about using some inks to ask Numa to come early. But maybe that's wrong. Anyway. Was for winter, then we try that? Sure. Winter is coming. Hello, winter. Yeah, I guess it's time to wait for quite a while. Hello, Dr. Yvette Soudet. Playwright, philologist, psychoanalyst, as happy with questions as with answers, and I will be asking her to teach me stuff. Not that I need it, but... Okay, now we do the ink thing. Petition for Numa, sure. Alright, how do we petition for Numa? I have no idea. Do I need to use a petting... not the pedinculate, but an encostum terminale. Oh, right, it's written. I just can't read, I guess. Porphyrin might also be used to compose a petition for the labyrinth season. If you can provide at least 20 of Nock, Rose, or Moon, no edge, heart, or winter at all, and suitable writing material. Okay. So I'm gonna guess my best is gonna be Nock. So let's look for a Nock table real quick. Right here is good. Ah, no, not right here. Alright. Then with this, with my shaft. So the no heart, no winter, nor edge. Do I have heart, winter, or edge? That's a no. Then I just need suiting writing material, which is probably gonna be just a pile of paper. Maybe I should use the human skin. Even the cool human skin. That's winter, so I guess it wouldn't work. Yeah, too bad. Right then, pile of paper it is. Yeah, I know, some paper is needed. With the proper arts and signs and the proper encaustum, a librarian of the house might find a way to attract the direct attention of an hour. The beach crow has no dominion over Numa. No hour does, but he knows it better than sun. Perhaps he will find the season. Yeah, I know the skin can't be used. And we are bird maxing, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Crow. Let's wait for this to finish. I do want to have my new language. Thank you for Erika Payan. And we have a petition for the labyrinth season. If this ever reaches its destination, it might bring Numa. Cool. Actually, where did it go? Ah, it's right here. So I guess I want to send it. Oh, hello. Success for having the affair of the friar's tapestry. A tapestry has been stolen from the hostrium that depicts details of a very old rite indeed. one that may only be performed at Gladwin's Lake when the moon is ripe. Yeah, by Corey. So, alright, I should send it. Then sending it now is okay, I'm assuming. And I can always make another one if needed. The postmistress accepts the message, weighs the spintria, find them both sufficient. I guarantee nothing, she tells me. Numa cannot be bidden, but now and then it has been successfully petitioned. Thank you, Mrs. Postmistress. Alright, now we wait. Yeah. Pretty funny of them to make you wait for a Numa for the last thing. It makes sense, but it takes a bit of time. I guess we can look at our animals while we wait. We have our tribe of serpents down there, still hard at work. We have the cat and the dog, still standing on the pedestals. Doesn't sound very comfortable for this guy. Oh yeah, I can read the last Newman. May as well. Oh. Wrong button. Language, where are you again? You are... I don't know why I'm pausing the game. It literally doesn't matter. Door and wall. West, I guess. Knock, a crack in the seal. That's one I can't read though. I still don't have Sabazine. Hello, Sturm. Yes, take my money. I don't care. Oh, I didn't get enough. And hello towards a fundamental aesthetic, or the House of Glass. Julian Gosley considered this his masterwork. Julian Gosley considered this his masterwork. Techniques for perception and analysis which permits invidious and apocalyptic conclusions. Probably the most assiduously suppressed book in history. The entire run was destroyed. Even the press were melted and dispersed, but the manuscript edition has survived. The perfect hegemony of the hours is perhaps eternal, but Gosley proposes and describes confinement inescapable, aesthetic and optical techniques which might contain even an hour, profoundly disrupting the order of the menses. He presents this as his own work, but there are hints here and there that he received inspiration or even assistance from the nowhere hour named Snow. Never heard of that one actually. JC was wrong and he should feel bad. He was wrong about being able to contain stuff. Cool Newman though. Snow is an obscure hour, rarely ever mentioned. Yeah, makes sense. That's literally what the Newman said. Almost sneezed there. Can we fit another one in? Come on, let me fit another one. I guess I can just do this. There, all tidied up very poorly. Burn it? Sure. Which one was it again? Yeah, this thing. Well, it does give me... It is the only one that gives me 5 winter. I feel bad about burning it. But I guess it must be done. Yeah, I know I never need it. Anyway, should we burn it or throw it into the ocean, is the question. And where should we burn it or throw it into the ocean? I really don't know. Well, I guess we're using the crane. It shall be lowered into the sea. Maybe someone can find it again. Goodbye. And we have a new memory for that. Memory of loss. Whatever it was, now it isn't. Thank you. Can I keep the memory of loss? No. Yeah, too bad. Now all copies in this history are no more. A nice day of work. Just lob the book into the sea and go back to bed. Numa is close. Hey, here we are. We are at the threshold of Numa, the labyrinth season. The season that lasts only a single day, but it didn't want to let me read it. We have the yearly stipend from Ronwen, along with the usual rather sniffy reminder that I should spend it wisely. Thank you. And the visitor. Let's see who the visitor is. The last visitor. And it's JC. Hello, JC. I wish I could give him the memory of loss. Magus Winterlong, controversial philosopher, for an immortal exalted by an hour of silence, especially one who might be dead, he has had a great deal to say for himself over the years. Very cool. Now, I guess we want to go somewhere? Yes, we're just gonna ignore him. I guess he's the enemy. I kinda wish it was Hockable, but I don't know if he's a possible visitor from Numa, but hey ho. Elstree. Okay, so that's how you end the game. Please? Yeah. The Earl's you. Since the conquest, this has been waiting for you. The irreverent might even call it a yew tree. That's really funny. Am I ready? I believe I am Westy. Is it different to be... Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna give health because it's gonna be... It makes sense. I'm glad I made you giggle, Thane. Earth, sky, sea, bear witness to my work. You've wrought a history, which at least one of the hours will endorse. This is the point of no return. Many of these histories are strange or wild. Unless you're certain you want to end the game, remain here in the peace of the house. Can I have confirmation that I'm doing the right thing? I wouldn't want to have to Alt F4 the game. As soon as I get confirmation, I'm pressing start. Look at me, Julian. I'm not gonna give him some money. Yeah, that's gonna get me the right ending, so here I go. Kapow. Thank you for the cheap viewers, Billy Boy. Nice, I got 3 whole achievements. Cartographer Victory, the Tapestry of Ways. The pattern remains. The gods from stone have left their traces in every corridor of the Menses. Sacrifice hair, sacrifice history, untie a knot, break a testament. The passage of the Menses are a labyrinth, and every labyrinth is its own answer. At the labyrinth's heart waits an old new god. If I follow its call, if I trace my path on skin and paper, I'll have my nap. You have proved yourself as librarian, convinced the hours to accept a history, changed the world, won the game. This is the memory that does not lie. Please accept our congratulations. And I got the Empress card. Very cool. With all the bees. Cool. I guess that's one victory. And it's our number 3. Actually, before we go, can you tell me about the Empress? I'm not very sure about who she is, to be honest. So that would be a nice lore dump to end upon. I mean, if you know about the Empress. That should be the Malachite. I believe I've heard quite a bit about the Malachite, but I believe I also forgot much of it. She's a lesbian bee goddess, so I guess she's based. Very cool. Yeah, well, I guess we got the lesbian bee goddess victory. Very cool, very cool. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for following through the entire playthrough, or at least huge parts of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, Fane. I don't want to. I don't really want to unlock every single history in the game. Right now, I'm glad with only having one. And if I ever do the game again, it's gonna be another role. Probably gonna go for the revolutionary if I ever go for one, because I am French and we do like revolutions. I will be in the streets on the 7th of September, so that should speak of it. Anyway, thank you, Billy Boy. I'm very proud of myself as well. So yeah, I think I've decided that I will I will start the different journal, but not right now. Next stream will be, I decided, would be on Monday. I'm gonna take a break through the weekend, and I'm gonna decide on the game by then. I think I'm gonna try to put a schedule up. I don't know if I'm gonna respect it, but I do think it might be good. So I guess if you're interested, look for that. I'm probably gonna do it either tomorrow or on Saturday. So yeah, time for me to find a new game. That's gonna be hard to find a game that's as fun as this one, I think. to stream at least. Yeah, I believe that each run will be faster than the last one, but I'm planning on waiting until I forget most of the game before I start going for it again. And yeah, this music is lovely, and the entire soundtrack for the game is lovely. I believe it will be added into my playlists. Yeah, now that I'm finished with the game, I don't see a problem with hearing it outside of playing the game. So yeah, got a new button here. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you on Monday.